Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments section right now. But I don't give a damn. Here, we're starting off this video for today with a XRP price of $2,000. Why? Well, this has been a special number in the community. There have been a lot of people that have thought this number could be achieved within a year. There have been a lot of people that have thought price sets could take place to send XRP to this level. And I'm here to say one thing. This $2,000 XRP that you see on the screen is nothing but a symbol of my complete distaste for market cap as a crypto indicator. Market cap is something that Bitcoin maxis like to use to dismiss XRP's price reaching astronomical values. And I'm here to dispel those ideologies right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still thinking market cap will be a limiting variable for XRP's growth in 2025, you're going to be poor. Market cap is not an indication of how much money is circulating in a specific crypto. It's simply a metric between the token price and the circulating supply. That is it. And here, I'm going to show you something special. Digital Asset Investor posted a video stating you have to take into account the market cap. And based on market cap, the best price scenario for XRP this cycle is $5 to $7. Here, they interview a chart analyst that I actually respect very much in Benjamin Cohen. And I want to give credit where credit is due. I respect his judgment wholeheartedly. However, a lot of people in the crypto community have always been wrong about XRP. They thought it was a security. They thought it was a scam. They thought it was never going to amount to nothing. They thought it was going to zero. They thought it would lose the SEC case. And yet partnership after partnership after deal after NDA gets signed. And what do we have now? We have an unshackled XRP ready to have ETFs launch. And Ripple's going to become a bank. We have custodian solutions. We have all the rails ready. Swift in November. Clarity Genius Acts. A bullish administration. You think we're only going to $5 to $7 based on market cap? Nerds! Geeks! Dweebs! I've had enough of this nonsense. Needless to say, I want you all to please take a listen so that I can show you all why market cap is not going to be a determining variable and why XRP's price reaches a certain level. Please take a listen.
We're going to see prices with some alts, XRP to $8, Solana to $800, BNB to whatever dollars. And I feel like you had some of these charts that you were sharing around, the historical risk levels, where you were showing that if these alts, like these blue chip alts, how they're sometimes referred to, were to go up to these type of prices, it would just be way beyond any sort of risk level that they've ever reached historically. And maybe you can talk to these real quick, because I feel that's what a lot of people don't understand, especially like people who are just on social media and they're hearing like, okay, XRP to $8, it's possible, because Bitcoin has also rallied this much. So maybe if you could recalibrate some of that euphoria, that would be amazing as well.
Yeah, like if you look at XRP, it's always kind of topped out around that 0.9 to 1 risk level. And it's already gone to 0.8 to 0.9 risk. But to give you an idea, I would say that the best case scenario for XRP, assuming Bitcoin goes on a parabolic rally in Q4, best case scenario, as far as I see, is going to be like somewhere between $5 and $7, right? And I know that's going to hit people like a brick wall. to hear that, especially if they're looking for a much higher XRP price. But people have to take into account market cap and whatnot. And I don't like, I'm not trying to make the rules here. I'm just saying, look, based on what XRP has historically done, and assuming we have diminishing returns and whatnot, like that would be the price that would be the market cycle top, right?
Now, I want to say a couple of things very quickly in regards to this. Ben Cohen is wrong, but I have to give respect where respect is due. The market cap of certain cryptos is how a lot of chart analysts have been able to pinpoint cycle tops using the 4236 Fibonacci extension tool in order to pinpoint good price targets and likely tops for a lot of coins. So in terms of TA, we have to give respect to market cap. However, this is where the bull gives his 2 cents. I have price targets at the 4236 Fibonacci extension for XRP that I will be taking, locked and loaded, ready to go. However, I do believe that market cap is not going to play as deep of a role as a lot of crypto analysts think. Zach Rector posted something very valuable. He stated during the 30 minutes while Jerome Powell was speaking, we saw only 30 million of net inflows into XRP. And this made the XRP market cap jump by $15 billion. A 488x multiplier. Lock the fuck in. Ladies and gentlemen, market cap is not an indication of how much money is flowing through a crypto. And that 488x multiplier, showing that $30 million is what it took for $15 billion in market cap to be gained. That should speak volumes. Ladies and gentlemen, lock in and don't get dissuaded, because we have arrived to the September eclipse, a blood moon. And I remember in 2022 when there was a blood moon, oh so vividly. That's when Terra Luna and FTX collapsed. Ladies and gentlemen, there were 2 blood moons, and those were the market bottoms for the crypto market. I personally will be predicting that tomorrow will be the final shakeout before the market goes into a parabolic phase of the bull market in Q4. I want you all to enjoy the show, as everything in traditional markets is lining up for the perfect storm. There is now a 100% chance of a September rate cut and an 8% chance that it will be 50 basis points. And if that is in fact the case, we're going to be in for a fireworks display. However, something that might help confirm that we are going to see a pullback tomorrow is that Donald Trump posted Jerome too late, Powell should have lowered rates a long time ago. These rate cuts may be a reaction to a pullback that comes in the market. And I'm very interested in seeing how exactly they spin the macroeconomic environment moving forward. It's quite a time to be alive if you're a crypto investor. But just understand that the White House and this current administration have let all of you know that crypto are poised for a parabolic rally. Eric Trump posted that the crap in the dam are breaking. And before you know it, trillions are going to pour into this space. And all of you are going to wish you had more money in. Now, for all of you doubting just how massive XRP is going to be, this year's Ripple Swell Conference is going to feel a lot different. I expect explosive announcements. We have the chair and CEO of the NASDAQ there. We have the Chief Product and Innovation Officer of the Bank of New York Mellon there. We're going to have the global head of digital trade, treasury, and trade solutions of Citi there. BlackRock will be there. Franklin Templeton, and other powerhouse names that you need to be aware of. Ladies and gentlemen, Ripple is dotting every I, crossing every T, and you all better be prepared. For the retail investor, Robinhood CEO is stating it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins and into real-world assets for the crypto market. This, as Robinhood is joining the S&P 500. Robinhood is known as the retail gateway for crypto, for most. But for all of you at home, it's an indication that we're going to be full blast off very soon. Here, we see the price of gold has reached $3,600, a new all-time high. But as gold reaches a high, I believe risk-on assets like stocks and crypto are going to reverse and go parabolic, while gold begins a pullback as money rotates. It's going to be an interesting time in all these markets, but the demand for XRP is vastly underestimated, just like Crypto Sensei had to say.
XRP cup and handle was formed. We're about to go parabolic. Listen, people are underestimating the demand that we are about to see for certain digital assets like XRP. If you go back in time and look at before the Bitcoin spot ETFs were approved, you had tremendous demand already leading up to the approval, because some people were like, hey, we know this is coming. We're going to buy it now. And after the news is announced and people start piling in, then we're going to take some profits. There's people that are actively thinking like that. So when does that buying start to happen? I'd imagine very soon here. October 18th is when all of this stuff's supposed to kick off, and they're going to need to make a decision, right? The decision will probably be to go through with these ETFs. Can you imagine the uproar in the crypto community if they denied them? The most wanted spot the ETF, the crypto ETF, like right now in the crypto space, it is by far double the people wanting an XRP spot ETF over a Solana ETF, right? Think of the uproar. I think it's coming, and I think people will start to see price appreciation. It's starting in September, leading up to the event. We'll have to see how it plays out, but that's at least what I think is going to happen.
And me personally, ladies and gentlemen, I 100% agree. XRP ETFs are on the horizon. An XRP moment of truth has arrived. Profit take at reasonable technical price levels, but also keep a moon bag for when the market cap argument ultimately fails. The Federal Reserve is announcing they'll host a conference on payments innovation Tuesday, October 21st, right around the time XRP ETFs will be approved. And ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 to 4 months of XRP breaking news and macroeconomic activity that's going to give us a bang in terms of price action. Ooh, I'm feeling spicy right now. Get me some sriracha mayo, baby. Give me that. I want all this bank money. And we're going to get every single dollar this time around. There is no SEC lawsuit intervention on the way. And I can't stress that enough. And guys, to cap off this video for today, I'm making a special announcement. For the first time ever, I've personally partnered with a crypto exchange. Never in the history of my channel have I partnered with any exchange despite numerous offers. I got offers from FTX. I got offers from BlockFi, Celsius, and other exchanges. And we know what happened with those three. I am very careful with recommending platforms on my channel and never have. However, the reason I'm recommending Caleb and Brown as my first ever crypto exchange partnership is because of their vast array of excellent altcoins that they have on their platform that I personally really enjoy using. And because of this versatility in coins, it will make a powerful impact in all of your ability as American retail investors to diversify your portfolios to some cryptos you may not have had access to on some of the exchanges you guys already have. Caleb and Brown is based out of Australia, and they're taking clients all over the world. In addition, a lot of crypto exchanges have withdrawal limits. And one of my favorite things about Caleb and Brown is that I'll be able to make 7-figure withdrawal limits per day during the peak of the bull market. They're not going to be shutting down and halting withdrawals like Coinbase and all these other shit exchanges right in the peak of the market. I'm tired of all this nonsense. But with Caleb and Brown, they won't be doing this because they put customer service first. They have 24/7 support, and they put you with their own broker for every single one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. I don't recommend things I don't 100% believe in on this channel. And I believe the customer service you're going to receive with this exchange for your crypto gains is going to be immaculate when you need it most. Because we know the XRP army is going to get their bank money. And we know we're going to have an altcoin rotation of epic proportions. Having your infrastructure ready for when the bull market hits its peak ahead of time is what you need to do to succeed in crypto, as I've been in numerous cycles and I know that that's the case. And getting signed up right now today in the description below is going to help guarantee your crypto success. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.